Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Debbie, and I'm a psychic medium, Reiki practitioner, and your general garden variety woo lady. Okay, so what we're going to do today is what we always do every week. We're going to do an energy check-in, an oracle reading for the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. And that just helps us to navigate our way forward and gives us little tips and tricks as to how to navigate the energy we're going to be receiving this week. Okay, so let's start off with taking some tarot cards out for the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday. Let's see, what energy are we going to be having? The Ace of Pentacles. Now, what I love about this card is all the greenery, the sunshine. It has an energy of new beginnings, fertility, and fresh starts. And the Pentacles is all about earthliness. It's about our material needs. It's about being constructive. And this card for me talks about today and tomorrow feeling more motivated about starting new in our lives, which ties in beautifully with the Aries new moon we have at the moment. And this card also feels a little bit action orientated. And the energy at the moment also is action orientated when it comes to the new. So today and tomorrow it's always wise to pay attention to new ideas, even repetitive ideas that you're getting at the moment, to start new projects, new businesses, new jobs. I'm also hearing opportunity, the word opportunity. So the beginning of this week, we're either going to be offered opportunity, or we're going to act on ideas that lead to opportunity, or we're going to be just starting new things in a career sense of the word, in a money sense of the word. This also relates to property, I'm hearing. So if you're wanting to buy property, sell property, build property, this seems to be quite an auspicious time to do that. So I'm getting a lot of high energy from this card as an action, go, go, go. But Pentacles is earth. So this is about going slowly. So as much as we might feel the need to rush forward and get cracking and get doing, I'm hearing slow it down. Be practical about it. Don't just jump in. Maybe do some homework about your new job, new business, new property, new beginning. Maybe do some research. Slow down, be grounded, and be practical about it, right? Because what I'm hearing is whatever we start now, I'm hearing 6 months. So not that it'll take 6 months to get off the ground, but we're going to feel the effects of this over the next 6 months. So this is quite a nice energy to have to start the week with. Yay. Okay, let's get some elaboration on that from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's see, let's elaborate for the beginning of the week on the energy. Ooh, okay, we have anger. Okay, right, it says here, safely express your anger, use anger as a positive force, honor all of your emotions as sacred. Interesting. Okay, so the beginning of the week, we might be having or might be subjected to other people's anger. So here, we're starting new things, we're getting things off the ground. We might be experiencing some anger or frustration related to this. So don't be surprised if you have this new beginning, this new start, and then feel a bit irritable because it's not taking off fast enough, or we'll be experiencing angry outbursts from others. And Spirit is saying that this anger is as a result of not properly processed boundaries or not properly processed motivation, believe it or not. Because whenever we get the urge or the feel to start something new, right, and we procrastinate or we're fearful of starting it, that energy will manifest as anger and frustration and irritation. And of course, Aries energy, which is also the season we're in now, is all about fast forward movement. It's about go, go, go. And it's also quick to react, quick to get fired up. So just be mindful of emotions in the beginning of the week, of feeling anger, feeling easily triggered, right? But then also when you're feeling triggered, ask yourself, is this really mine? Is this mine that I'm feeling? Or is this the collective, right? How you'll know this is through, if something has legit made you feel angry, then obviously it's yours. But then also welcome it, because you're being triggered. And triggers are useful because triggers show us either where we have some stuff, old stuff that's unprocessed, and we need to now feel it to heal it, right? Or it's showing us where we need to grow, or it's showing us where we just maybe need a boundary, okay? So bear that in mind in the beginning of this week, because I'm hearing this anger that's going to come up. It's a purging. It's letting more go to make space for these awesome new beginnings that we're so busy working on. So on the surface, we're going to have a lot of this going on, new beginnings, etc., etc. Underneath, we might have a little bit of anger that's going to come up, or we'll see it around us. So there's that. Okay, now let's get some inspiration and guidance from Spirit through messages from the angels. Haven't used this deck in ages. So let's see what comes up further. Joy. Okay, so this card, what stands out for me is that angel that's riding a dolphin. So this energy talks about going with the flow, right? Let life carry you, let Spirit support you. This also seems to be a bit of an ongoing theme recently, where Spirit really does have our back, and is supporting us, and we don't have to do everything by ourselves this week. So this week, as you go on to start new things, new projects, just maybe even a whole new way of being, slow down, be practical about it, right? If you're feeling anger and frustration coming to the surface, ask yourself, is this mine? If it isn't, right, then it's obviously the collective, because let's be real, there's lots going on in the world at the moment. But if this anger that is coming up for you, maybe it's frustration. Maybe this anger is also propelling you to start new things. Like, let's say you are in a job that you really, really hate, let's say, and you're angry and people are irritating you and your boss is making you angry and all that. That's the universe's way of squeezing you into something new, okay? So just observe what you're feeling and welcome it, actually. Don't fight with it, because it's when we fight with emotions that it manifests as ailment, illness, disease, things like that, and a whole lot of other unprocessed stuff, like it affects digestion quite a bit. And then try to ride the wave. Life is actually supposed to be joyful. It really is. That is our natural state. And if you're not feeling particularly joyful right now, ask yourself, what are you resisting? What is going on in your life that you're pushing hard against? What are you resisting that is causing you to not feel joyful, but is maybe causing you to feel anger? So it looks like a little bit of homework this week. But yeah, try to ride the wave as best as you can and allow these new beginnings to be joyful, no matter what seems to be triggering you. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, let's see, what energetic influence do we have for the middle of the week? Let's see, what do we have for the middle? This card sticks out. We have the Seven of Swords. I think we had this card last week as well. So the Seven of Swords is all about things going awry, things not always going according to plan, maybe acting on things where we didn't quite have enough information, right? And if you look at this lady, this witch on the card, she's carrying all those Seven of Swords, like she's holding on tightly to what doesn't really seem to be hers to begin with. So this card is also about reviewing the facts very carefully. So as we're starting new things in our lives, let us carefully review the facts and make sure that we're working from a place of integrity, that we're working with other people that are also working from that same place of integrity, and just making sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. And also I'm hearing there is enough for everyone. There is enough to share. We don't have to be selfish. We can be selfless sometimes. There's enough to go around, right? So we need to just review the facts very carefully. We're also reviewing motives, as in, what is your motive for this new beginning, right? What is your motive? Know your why. I'm hearing, why are you wanting these new things, these new beginnings? Why are you wanting to start afresh with certain areas? What is your motive? Look at it very carefully. Make sure it always comes from a place of integrity. Okay? So there's that. Now let's get some elaboration from Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's elaborate, please, on the Seven of Swords. Balance. How beautiful is that card? The card says, time to relax, indulge a little more or a little less, set boundaries with your work, right? So this is exactly that. This is about finding the balance between doing and being. Because remember, we're not human doings, we're human beings. So wherever you are feeling robbed of your time, of your energy, right? Bring things into a little bit of balance. Review everyone's motives, including your own, because Spirit is saying as we dig deep and as we review motives, a lot will be revealed. We'll have a lot of truth coming out for ourselves, maybe some realizations and things like that, which will guide us further on this path of the new. Okay, let's get some elaboration from the angel cards. Let's see, what do we have? Let's elaborate, please, for the middle of the week. Focus on service. Okay, this is a fantastic card, which makes so much sense. Because, especially when it comes to our careers, right? You know, we don't, yes, of course, we do what we do because we need to pay the bills, obviously. But ultimately, that's not the goal, right? We're not in that consciousness anymore. We're not in that old 3D consciousness where I need to work to pay the bills, I want to be rich, all that way of thinking. No, money is never the goal. This is important to understand, okay? We receive money and we earn well when we love what we do and when we share our talents and we share our gifts with the world as a way of serving others. If we all have that attitude of how may I serve every day, this world would be a completely different place. Right? So gone are the days where we needed to have a job to pay the bills. Now we need to focus on sharing our talents and working from the heart, working from a place of service. And then as a result, we prosper. So every day this week from now on, actually, let us start the day with, how may I serve? Allow me to serve. Let me be of service. Because when we give service, no matter what we do for a living, when we give service to help others, it is always reciprocated. It is always reciprocated in some way or form, but it is reciprocated it is reciprocated in direct proportion to how much we believe we are worth. Very important, right? So focus on service, right? Let's review our motives, other people's motives, right? And let us shift our career focus right back to how may I be of service. As we give service, we receive money as a side effect. So money is not the goal. It's a side effect of doing what we love and doing it from the heart. That way we're happier. We're happier. Then we get to experience this joy. When we focus on service, we experience joy. And we don't feel the anger and the resentment of doing something because we feel like we have to. That is not the right energy. Remember, everything is energy. We are made up of energy. Everything has a vibration. Everything is energy. So if we're bringing angry energy, resentful energy, what results are we going to get, right? So let's bring ourselves back to balance. Let us focus on the work we do as giving. It's the out breath. And we breathe in return. It is the in breath. It is the receiving. It is the receiving in direct proportion to what we do and also to what we know that we're worth. So powerful stuff here, people. Okay, now let us have a look at the end of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Guidance is here for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have the 8 of Wands. Now, if you look at that witch, she's stirring up all these wands in the air, and there's a bit of a storm there behind her, and she seems to be a little bit anxious, but she's a witch, right? She's powerful. She's got this. So the message here is that Friday and the weekend, there's going to be quite a bit going on. Lots of stuff that we've stirred up in the beginning of the week, right? So our mind might be very busy, right? We might have a lot of projects going on. We might have a lot of this new that we're starting, right? They might also leave us feeling a little bit uncertain and a little bit unconfident to a degree. So instead of thinking, well, okay, I want to start these new things, but I've got so much going on and so much on my mind and nothing's really certain, nothing's really concrete, breathe and go with it. Just go with the flow and trust that your desire for new beginnings that is coming from that place of service and coming from a place of integrity, these things will manifest when they are supposed to, right? Not when we want them to. We need to surrender the how here, right? So Friday and the weekend seems to be quite interesting because we're going to be feeling a little bit like we've got so much going on. But just take a deep breath, right? Let's elaborate on that. Let's get some guidance here from the unicorns. Let's elaborate. Prosperity. Lovely. It says a gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love, right? So it seems we're starting the week with go, 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 and let's create and do all sorts of amazing things. Come the weekend, we're going to be feeling a little bit more in charge of our finances. Maybe we're going to be wanting to sort out some debts and things like that. But they're saying that here, that money will flow easier. So as much as things might be very up in the air at the end of the week and on the weekend, right? Nothing might seem too certain. But Spirit is saying one thing is certain, that when we focus on service, we will always be provided for. Always, right? They're saying also, please do not believe the hype in the media and everywhere else where, oh, there's no money and economic crisis and blah, blah, blah. All that negative talk puts us in that space of lack. It fills us with fear. And of course, because we live in an energetic universe, and we feel fear and panic and worry and lack, what do we get? Exactly that. So let us give gratitude for what we do have that is very good. Let us count our blessings financially and just trusting that we're always going to have what we need. And what really stands out for me on this card, if you look at the picture carefully, that unicorn is standing on the edge of what looks like a cliff face. There's clouds behind that unicorn, but there's a rainbow there. But that unicorn's not going to experience all that good stuff that's there if it doesn't take the leap, right? So now's the time to think about how can we take some leaps and just trust. So as much as, again, things are going to look a little bit up in the air towards the end of the week, just jump in, trust. Again, I'm hearing we are more supported now than what we've actually ever been before, right? Trust the process, I'm hearing. Okay, what guidance is here from the angels for Friday and the weekend? That one popped right out. Reward yourself. Now, this is one of the very, very first laws of metaphysics when it comes to prosperity, is that we need to pay ourselves first. So if you receive a salary or whatever income you receive for the service that you provide, please do be sure to reward yourself first. Pay yourself a salary, right? So in other words, when you get your money, it doesn't have to be exorbitant things. It can be something as simple as your favorite magazine or something that you've been wanting for a while and your finances allow it. That is the first thing you spend your money on. Because when you receive your money, you're going to feel it as an, oh, lovely, I've got this reward. I'm rewarding myself for all this wonderful service that I've been giving and doing. I'm receiving my reward for who I am and what I do, right? And then we enjoy our money and we appreciate our money. Then we can go on to pay the bills and everything else that goes with it. But when we receive our money, it can't just go out. It can't just, it's got to land here first so that we really appreciate what we're receiving and we appreciate ourselves. So let us reward ourselves for the work that we do, for how we offer our talents and service to the world. Very, very important, this message, okay? All right, so what I love for us this week is that there is a lot more energy available. We're going to be feeling a lot more hyped up and like we want to go and get things done. And also we're going to be feeling a lot more clear on what it is that we really want. And that's where I think a lot of that anger is going to come up. It's almost like a stuff it. I'm sick and tired of giving and doing and giving and doing and not getting enough in return. No, I'm not waiting here for a miracle to fall out the sky. I'm getting on with it. That's Aries energy. I'm not waiting for anyone. I'm getting on with it. That's fiery Aries. That's the moon that's there, that's in that energy now. And it's a new moon, which means new beginnings. And it ties in beautifully, like I said with this card. So let's think about this week. How can we express our talents more? How can we be of service to others more so that we can share what we've got, right? People need your talent. They need your gifts. They need your abilities. So give yourself confidence so that you can receive the money that you need and deserve in return, so that we have that flow, we have that balance, right? Also, this week, again, let's know our why. Why do we do what we love? Why do we work? Why do we have that business? Is it just to pay the bills? Or is it because we actually love it as well? And if we're not loving what we do, what are we doing to change it? If we can't, let's say, bloody resign today and start a new job tomorrow, start with the decision, right? Decide, okay, I want to be happy. I want to earn well. So I'm deciding that I want opportunity for myself where I can share my talents, share my gifts, be really happy and earn well. Make that conscious choice this week, because the energy we have supports that. And watch how that manifests for you. Don't tell the universe how that needs to work out. Just let it go and be quite excited about how it will manifest, because I feel like we're going to be stirring energy up this week. Through actions we're taking, through decisions we're making, we're going to be stirring up some energy, which explains this on Friday and the weekend. So yes, things might look very up in the air, but when things are up in the air, it means anything can happen. All these opportunities are up in the air, but it means anything can come down and manifest, right? So let us understand that we're always abundantly provided for, and we need to reward ourselves for what we do to create balance. We can't just give and do. No, we need to enjoy what we have as well, right? So this week also feels a lot more self-awareness focused. Like you're going to be asking yourself, well, who am I really? What am I really offering? What is my purpose here? Okay? Celebrate that and then enjoy how all of that manifests for you. So beautiful week ahead, this looks like, people. Very interesting week, and a lot of getting real and getting honest with ourselves. Just be wary of that energy being expressed not in its highest potential and coming out as anger, right? Express that anger in a very constructive way. Always, whenever you feel angry, ask yourself, what does my anger want me to do here? Anger is a very active energy. It needs to move. And if we don't process, feel, act on the anger in a self-supportive way, we swallow it, say hello to digestive issues. I can tell you that. Okay, so I hope that helps. And it was lovely sharing this with you guys again this week. And as you know, if you enjoy this video, share it, subscribe, doesn't really matter. I love it. And I love reading all of your comments too. So sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week ahead. Take care and keep well. Until next time. Bye.